Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, November 17, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Sacramento Kings vs Minnesota Timberwolves. Although they are shooting well, their defense and rebounding have struggled. They average 45.2 rebounds per game, which is 19th in the league, and even worse, they are tied for 22nd in offensive rebounds. Their defense is 20th in the league in defensive rating, and they are tied for 24th in steals. They lack a true defensive player. Their center, Richaun Holmes, is probably their best defensive player and averages 8 defensive rebounds, 0.4 steals, and 1.1 blocks per game. They will need to step up in these areas to get where they want to be this season. The bright spots for the Timberwolves are their defense and rebounding, the exact opposite of the Kings. They are 13th in the league in defensive rating, 2nd in offensive rebounding, and 6th in steals. Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards lead the team on this side of the ball. KAT averages 6.4 defensive rebounds, 1.6 steals, and 1.1 blocks per game. Edwards averages 5 defensive rebounds, 1.4 steals, and 0.6 blocks per game. Their defense and rebounding help them in games, but they will need more offense to win this one. Our first betting advice is to pick Sacramento Kings +2. Minnesota is averaging 103.9 points per game. They scored 96 points in their last game, making 36.5% of their field goals and 29.5% of their three-pointers. Karl-Anthony Towns led the way for Minnesota with 35 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. D'Angelo Russell finished with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Patrick Beverley added 10 points and 7 rebounds for the Timberwolves. Minnesota has played well defensively, giving up 108.2 points per game. They gave up 99 points in their last game and will need to keep playing well if they want to win this game. Our second betting advice is to pick under 222.5. Chicago Bulls vs Portland Trail Blazers. The Bulls have enjoyed a vastly improved season so far. They are now 10-4 after beating the Los Angeles Lakers 121-103 in their previous game. They beat both the lot teams on their trip to the region. DeMar DeRozan had 38 points, a season high, and got good production from Zach LaVine, who had 26 points. Lonzo Ball chipped in with 27 points along with 8 assists and 7 rebounds against his former team. The Trailblazers have been a bit up and down, a bit hot and cold, right through this season. They are now 7-8 for the season after a 118-113 high-scoring win against the Toronto Raptors in the previous game. CJ McCollum had 29 points to lead the scoring, while Damian Lillard managed 24 points. The Trailblazers are now 6-1 at home, but have a terrible record on the road, which includes 1 win from 8 games. Our first betting advice is to pick the Bulls +2.5. CJ McCollum was the one to lead the Blazers in a 118-113 win with 29 points, 6 assists, and 2 blocks. Lillard was right behind with 24 points, game-high 8 dimes, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals, while Larry Nance, Norman Powell, and Robert Covington all finished the game in double digits. Unlike the Bulls, who have some injury-related issues, the Blazers have all the players at their disposal on Wednesday. DeMar DeRozan led the Bulls in a 121-103 win over the Lakers, with 38 points and 6 rebounds. Lonzo Ball followed him with 27 points, team-high 8 assists, 7 boards, and 2 steals, while Zach LaVine added 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 dishes. Patrick Williams is out for the season with a wrist injury, while Nikola Vucevic is sidelined with COVID-19. The Bulls have the 13th offense in the NBA that is scoring 108.6 points per game, and they are the best from the stripe, 85.0%, and in the top 5 in field goal, 46.8%, and 3 points, 36.9%. Chicago has the top 5 defense that is letting 102.7 points, 4th, per contest to the opponents. Our second betting advice is to pick over 220.5. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Dallas Mavericks vs Phoenix Suns. The recent good play stems from the return of Kristaps Porzingis, who has been playing well after returning from injury. Porzingis had 29 points and 11 rebounds to lead Dallas. Porzingis is averaging 19.2 points per game, but has averaged 31 points in his last 2 games. Doncic added 23 points, 8 rebounds and 11 assists in the win, while Tim Hardaway Jr. chipped in with 19 points and 7 rebounds. Jalen Brunson added 17 points off the bench. But one bad thing about this win was that Doncic turned his ankle, and he is listed as out for Wednesday's game. It doesn't appear serious, but will keep him out versus Phoenix. The Suns held Minnesota to 36% shooting and forced 18 Timberwolves turnovers. The game marked the return of DeAndre Ayton, who had missed the last few games with an injury. Ayton had 22 points and 12 rebounds. Devin Booker led the way with 29 points, while Chris Paul had 21 points and 8 assists. The Suns are the 4th highest scoring team in the league with 111 points per game, while they give up 105.5 points per contest, which ranks 12th in the NBA. Only Dario Saric is out for Phoenix. Our first betting advice is to pick the Suns -6.5. Devin Booker led Phoenix with 29 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. DeAndre Ayton recorded a double-double of 22 points and game-high 12 boards, while Chris Paul chipped in 21 points and game-high 8 dimes. Dario Saric, knee, is still unavailable for the Suns, and he will not return to the floor anytime soon. The Phoenix Suns expected to record a much easier win against the rebuilding Minnesota Timberwolves on the road, but the Wolves showed great resilience and made a lot of trouble to the favored Suns. In the end, the Suns secured a 99-96 victory, but failed to cover a -4 spread, which was the first time they didn't cover in 8 games. Kristaps Porzingis led the Mavericks with a double-double of 29 points and team-high 11 rebounds, along with 2 steals. Luka Doncic also posted a double-double of 23 points and game-high 11 assists, along with 8 boards and a couple of thefts. Tim Hardaway hit some crucial threes along the way and ended the game with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 dishes, while Jalen Brunson had 17 points and 6 dimes. The Dallas Mavericks struggled in the first half against the Denver Nuggets and trailed by 9 points at halftime. However, Jason Kidd's team responded very well in the second 24 minutes and showed improvement on offense, particularly when it comes to ball distribution and extra pass. Dallas secured a 111-101 win and had 30 assists opposite Denver's 20, while the Mavs also defended the perimeter very well, allowing just 28.1% from downtown to the Nuggets. The Mavs covered a -5.5 spread and are now covered in 3 of the last 4 games. Our second betting advice is to pick under 220.